Is your pet sleeping more, walking slower, or just acting differently? These are the clues your best friend is giving you. This video shows you exactly which changes to their routine can make all the difference.
You know, there's really nothing quite like the friendship we have with our pets. And the best part, thanks to better care and nutrition, they're living longer, fuller lives than ever before. And that just means we get more amazing years to spend with them. But this incredible gift of more time together, well, it brings up a really important question. As our dogs and cats head into their senior years, are we, as their best friends, truly ready to give them the kind of support they need? Okay, let's really get into this. First off, just how many of us are we talking about? Well, a recent study on pet ownership found that over a third of pets are already considered seniors. So yeah, this isn't some far-off issue. It's a reality for a massive number of pet owners right now.
So we know it's a huge part of pet ownership, but this is where the research gets really interesting. It uncovered this surprising gap, a kind of disconnect between what we, as loving owners, think we know about senior pet care and what our actions actually tell us.
And hey, on the surface, things look pretty good. More than half of us feel confident, rating our knowledge of senior pet care as good or even very good. And that makes sense, right? We love our pets, we think we're doing a great job. But here's the twist. That same study, it found that a staggering 57% of us only take our pets to the vet when there's an emergency. So this is the first big clue about that perception gap. We feel like we know what we're doing, but our approach to their health is often reactive instead of proactive. And this right here really drives home the second part of that gap. Almost 20% of owners said they'd seen no changes at all in their senior pets, which kind of suggests we might be missing some of the more subtle signs of aging. And that leads to the biggest question of all. What are the signs we should actually be looking for? To answer that, we've got to decode what's actually happening inside our pets' bodies as they get older, because understanding those little shifts in how they act is absolutely crucial.
Okay, so first, a quick clarification from the research. The word senior usually just means a pet is starting to show some early signs of slowing down, but geriatric, well, that's tied to their actual age, specifically when they've lived past about 75% of their life expectancy. The key thing to remember is that the changes start way before they look old.
Now, think back to that no changes statistic we just saw. And then look at this. This table from a veterinary monograph shows what's really going on under the hood. We're talking about a slower metabolism, a weaker immune system, muscle loss, organs not working as well. It's a whole cascade of things happening inside that we just can't see. And all those internal changes can lead to some very real, very serious health problems. Things like heart and dental disease, kidney failure, and even cancer are all pretty common in geriatric dogs. And a lot of these conditions, they have really subtle early signs. Exactly the kinds of things we might miss if we're not looking really closely.
Okay, so we get the perception gap and we get the science behind aging. But this isn't just about spotting problems, it's about finding solutions. And the really good news is there are simple, powerful changes we can make, and we can start right in our own homes.
Just think about this for a second. Over a quarter of the homes in that study had slippery tile floors. Now, for a young, bouncy pet, that's no big deal. But for a senior animal that might have joint pain or muscle loss, that same floor can suddenly become a real hazard. So let's build them a little oasis. Simple things like ramps can make their favorite spot on the sofa accessible again. Adding extra water bowls and litter boxes reduces how much they have to strain themselves. Low-impact toys are great for keeping their minds and bodies going. And of course, non-slip rugs can turn a dangerous floor into a safe, easy path for them. But these changes at home are only one part of the solution. Honestly, the single biggest shift we can make is in how we approach veterinary care. By moving from just managing crises to building a truly proactive partnership with our vet. So let's just look at the difference. Reactive care is waiting for something to go wrong. Proactive care, which is what vets recommend for senior pets, means regular checkups, maybe every 6 months. And why so often? Because for a senior animal, a whole lot can change in just a year.
And that's really the whole point. These regular visits aren't just about getting shots. They are our best, and I mean best, tool for catching things early. Finding something like kidney disease or arthritis early on can make a huge difference in our pet's quality of life, and in many cases, it can help them live longer.
So, when we put all of this together, our new awareness, the simple changes at home, and that proactive vet care, we can start to totally reframe what it means to live with a senior pet. It stops being about just managing their decline and becomes this incredible opportunity to watch them, adapt with them, and just deepen the amazing bond you've built over a lifetime. It's a whole new chapter in your friendship. The original research really says it all. The key to everything is awareness. When we learn to spot those subtle signs of aging, we give ourselves the power to get them help early on, making sure their golden years are as comfortable and as happy as they can possibly be. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Maybe it's putting down a rug, maybe it's scheduling that checkup, or maybe it's just spending 5 extra minutes really observing them. What's one small change you can make today to be an even better friend to your senior pet?